I think about it as a dad of two young girls. And I think this week has made me think, would I feel comfortable sending my 18-year-old daughter to serve as a page?
We went through the Me Too movement in which there was a reckoning in Hollywood with regards to Harvey Weinstein. Could there be a reckoning in Washington now with these allegations and these resignations?
Whether or not it gets to the same level as what we saw during the Me Too movement and the people that were held accountable during that window of time, there were some politicians during that window of time that were caught up in it and were, paid the price both legally and publicly. I don't know the answer to that question yet, because Washington has a way of kind of circling the wagons and kind of tightening things up when it looks like things are all going to come apart. I mean, I definitely think the fact that you had a Republican and a Democrat here made it easier for people to pay the political price. But I do know that there is a number of particularly female members of Congress who have just had enough, and they don't want young female staffers to come up here and be worried that they're going to find themselves in a compromising position. And I think about it as a dad of two young girls. And I think this week has made me think, I think they're very impressed that I work up here, and I talk about this place in a very laudatory way. It means I feel blessed and honored that I get to come up here and work here every day. Would I feel comfortable sending my 18-year-old daughter to serve as a page? Would I feel comfortable sending my 22-year-old daughter to work here as an intern, 24-year-old daughter to work as a junior staffer? I mean, my answer probably would be yes, but I guarantee I would sit down and have a very, very specific conversation with them about what is and what is not appropriate and what position they do not have to put themselves in to be safe.
This is politics after all. And even the people that say they have had enough, that feel as if they have had enough, they are up against power, right? The potential of loss and or gain of power in an election year. And I think oftentimes they grapple with, okay, what is more important, accountability or maintaining power?
Right.
And oftentimes, sadly, I think they choose the power.
Almost every time.
Versus the accountability.
Almost every time.
Yeah.
But sometimes there's this magical moment, which the founders envisioned, where accountability and power collide, where holding someone accountable leads to power. It's mutually beneficial to hold people accountable because the voters recognize that. I think we saw that with Epstein. We might be in that moment right now, because I do think the average American looks at what Eric Swalwell is accused of and looks at what Tony Gonzalez is accused of and is horrified by it.